Bad Bunny and Kendrick Lamar are geniuses in using this one technique to keep their audience with them and taking them along for the ride. I am Margarita Estrada, teaching you how to connect emotionally while generating rewards. Today, we are going to talk about the power of suspense. Bad Bunny and Kendrick Lamar demonstrated the power of suspense. One with the release of his album, the other at the Super Bowl. So let's talk about Bad Bunny first, because his was January. So around November or December, in his social media, there's pictures of him sitting atop of a rock with some sayings on the bottom with a quote. Another time, he's standing in front of a mural and there's another quote. And he keeps on doing this in every location. Turns out that all of those titles and quotes were the songs from his album, which he released on January the 5th. Debí tirar más fotos. I should have taken more photos. On the 4th, he releases the video. On the 5th, he is dressed as one of the three wise men with two from his entourage. You see, in Puerto Rico, January 6th is the big holiday that is celebrated. And there is a festival called the San Sebastian Festival. So anyway, he's dressed like one of the three wise men, and there's a present that he has in the bag. And he looks at the camera and he says, "Let me see the present that I have for the kids." And he pulls it out, turns the present around, and it's his album. And then from there on, it goes crazy. The whole world, because it is the whole world, is already, taking pictures with their families, and they're getting nostalgic. And this album is climbing the charts to #1 with just one song. Then he shows up in Billy Fallon, and he's appearing as a pop-up concert in the New York City subway, and it's escalating. So he's releasing little by little by little, and he's keeping the crowd with him. So now let's go to Kendrick Lamar. He's at the Super Bowl. And from beginning to the end, all his fans are thinking about is he going to sing Not Like Us? Because he and Drake have been having this long-winded battle, right? So finally, it gets to that moment. And they hear the bass line. And the girls in the background are saying, "Are you really going to do it?" And then he goes on. And the girls are singing in the background, "Are you really gonna do it?" And then he starts it, and together the whole world goes into this frenzy. And of course, many people did not like the performance, but those that are his fans that understood the message loved it. They said it was relevant. And if you look at all the TikTok videos, all the YouTube videos, and all the Facebook videos, everybody is dancing to that song. So both of these, Bad Bunny and Kendrick Lamar, taught us about the power of suspense. And as speakers, the way we can use that is through the foundational phrase. A great example of someone who uses the foundational phrase so effectively that the audience repeats it is Dhananjaya Hetteriachi. Look him up on YouTube. He delivered this speech for the World Championship of Public Speaking called "I See You." And then the second part is, "But I don't know what it is." So throughout this speech, in fact, he doesn't even have to repeat it. All he says is, "And then he looked at me and said," and the whole crowd is saying, "I see you, but I don't know what it is." So he kept that through the whole speech. And of course, he won the World Championship. So folks, remember, use the power of suspense to keep the audience hanging with you. Know when to release and when to hold back. And use your instinct. And that comes through practice. Perfect practice makes perfect sense. I am Margarita Estrada, teaching you how to connect emotionally while generating rewards. And remember, build your arsenal, break the barriers, step up and dare to be the challenger, the initiator, and the change agent that you were meant to be. Until next time.